right, you guys, bring it on in. Let's finish up some stretching, and then we'll start off with something basic. Maybe some round-offs?
Oh, Coach.
What happened?
I was trying a tumbling pass, and I hadn't warmed up, and I just landed funny.
Well, can I take a look at it?
Yeah,
Okay, where does it hurt?
right here.
All right, you may have sprained your ankle. Sophie, go get the first aid kit. It's in the break room, okay? And Anne, go and get a bag of ice, put a little bit of water in it, grab a towel, okay? It's in the break room, too.
Injuries to bones, joints, and muscles are common, but without an x-ray, it may be impossible to tell whether or not a bone is broken or the injury is a sprain. Either way, you'll take the same first aid actions.
All right, here you go. Careful. All right, now this is probably going to be a little cold, okay?
Okay,
How does that feel?
it's okay. Coach,
Yeah?
what am I gonna do?
Well, you're probably going to have to stay off of it for a little while.
This couldn't happen at a worse time.
I know. Well, this will help with the pain and swelling, okay? Keep this on for 20 minutes, then take it off. No walking on it, definitely no tumbling until you get this checked out.
Okay.
First, make sure the scene is safe. Get the first aid kit. Wear personal protective equipment. Cover any open wound with a clean dressing. Put a towel on top of the injured body part and place a bag filled with ice and water on top of the towel over the injured area. Keep the ice in place for up to 20 minutes. Phone 911 if there is a large open wound, the injured body part is abnormally bent, or you're not sure what to do. If it hurts, the person should avoid using the injured body part until checked by a healthcare provider. There are times when someone has a suspected broken bone and you may need to splint it. For example, if you are hiking in the wilderness like these campers, you may need to apply a splint to an injured arm.
Okay, everybody, stay close. We don't want anyone to get lost. This trail has some real twists and turns. Yeah, we're pretty far from camp now, but we thought you'd like it.
It's cool. This has been the most fun day.
Ow! Cindy! My arm! Girls, stay back. I don't want anyone else to get hurt. Are you okay? What happened?
I was trying to avoid a hole in the trail and just tumbled over.
Oh, I think it might be broken. I'm gonna need to splint it. Caroline, can you help find some sticks so we can make a splint?
Sure.
A splint keeps an injured body part from moving. If a broken bone has come through the skin or is bent, it shouldn't be straightened. The injury needs to be protected until someone with more advanced training can take over.
Okay. This might hurt a little. Here. This will hold you until we get back.
Before making a splint, first make sure the scene is safe for you and the injured person. Then, find an object that you can use to keep the injured arm or leg from moving. Rolled up towels, magazines, and pieces of wood can be used as splints. Splint in a way to reduce pain and limit further injury. The splint should be longer than the injured area and should support the joints above and below the injury. After covering any broken skin with a clean or sterile cloth, tie or tape the splint to the injured limb so that it supports the injured area. Use tape, gauze, or cloth to secure it. It should fit snugly but not cut off circulation. If you're using a hard splint, like wood, make sure you pad it with something soft, like clothing or a towel. Keep the limb still until the injured person can be seen by a healthcare provider.